What's up? Welcome back, enchanters, to another unboxing and very first for this channel. If you saw the thumbnail, you're like, what? You're collecting Mondo now? And I just had to, man. I had to dive in. And these were a pretty penny, that I will say. So, wow. They were a little painful to to purchase, but like I had to. Let's just say I'm broke AF, but hopefully it's worth every penny. So what do we got here? We have the Deluxe Batman the Animated Series Mondo 1/6 figure. I mean, insane. Now, they've made quite a few of these, but before we dive into this, let me introduce myself. My name is Jean-Pierre Bon Jovi. If you're meeting me for the first time, I'm a collector at heart. I collect a little bit of everything. Anything from the 90s. X-Men the Animated Series is clearly my jam. And you're going to find a little bit of everything on this channel, 90s related. And I am just obsessed with X-Men the Animated Series. Right after Batman the Animated Series, X-Men the Animated Series was my second favorite hero and cartoon show of all time, animated series. It was just absolutely amazing. And there's so much nostalgia, right? With X-Men and Batman, etc. And here, and by the way, you're seeing this first, but you're going to be seeing a whole lot of the Mondo series as well from X-Men. So those are coming soon as well. And I'm so excited to bring this to you because with 1/6 figures, man, let me tell you, you get so much detail and the articulation with Mondo. They're known for their vinyls, they're known for their posters, their artwork. And now, recently, like within the last 4 years, they have been very much known for their figures, their 1/6 figures, from their He-Man collection, Batman the Animated Series, and X-Men the Animated Series. And I'm so excited to bring these to you. So I will be collecting all the Batmans and the X-Men. So this piece right here, there's the original piece came out, it retailed for $125. It's the original Batman, which only I believe came with 3 head sculpts, and then they additionally have added additional accessories. And there's a black variant version, which I want so badly. If you happen to sell yours, or if you're watching this video and you're a Mondo fan, I am looking for that black variant Batman. I definitely want that, and the Mr. Freeze as well I'm missing, but I want the exclusive of that one as well. And I got so close to getting it on eBay, but it escaped the other day. So we're going to keep tracking that down. But they have released a total of 4 Batman figures. The original one that came out, I believe in 2000, which was $125. Then they released the Batman, the black variants version of it, which ended up coming with an additional head sculpt, which is Bruce Wayne's head, and it came with the neck cowls. Two color neck cowls, and of course the variant version all in a black gray suit, which I want so badly. And then following that variant version, they created this deluxe version. Now this deluxe version is sexy, so I went with this one because it comes with an additional, the duplicate Batman robot sculpt. It's going to come with an additional hand sculpt. And it also comes with an additional face sculpt as well on top of that, and it also comes with the cape. So the cape is actually much larger, so I'm really excited to dive into this as well. And I know you're like, okay, you're talking too much, JP, but this is stuff that like usually I watch videos and a lot of reviewers fail to mention. Now, as for an edition size, there is that I know of, no edition size, and I would love for you to prove me wrong. So comment below if you are 100% positive what the size run on this was. Typically, their exclusives are anywhere from 500 to 1,000 pieces. I would presume this is probably about 500 pieces based on when it was released. But again, I would love to know. Now, this piece would have retailed for $225. I got it for $300. So I did pay $75 over MSRP. And I thought that was a steal because I've been seeing it for like $500 on the secondary market. So when I saw it for $300 on eBay, $325 I lied, $325 on eBay, I had to get it and it was free shipping. So without further ado, let's dive into this bad boy. There's also a new version of this, which is the Redux edition, and the Batman eyes glow in the dark on the head sculpts on that one. And yeah, that's the only distinction with that one. It's also $225, so it went up $100 from the original one. So if you never were able to get the original one, you can get the new one. I'm personally going to pass on that simply because I don't need to have the glow in the dark eyes. Now, I may get a second one, and I may get it, don't get me wrong, because I love that the cape on this one is going to be much longer, but again, it also comes with the same cape, so if I want to have two different versions of him, yeah, but I feel like once I get the black variant one, I'm not necessarily going to want to have the same version of it. So let's go ahead and dive in. Here we go. So typically, Mondo will have like an exclusive holographic sticker when it's an exclusive piece, as this one is. This one does not. What this comes with is this red Mondo Deluxe exclusive edition. What is just like this unicorn. That's all it comes with. That's it. So we're gonna go ahead and set this aside for now, and that's basically the exclusive. That's the little like exclusive logo is that. But this comes with not one but two boxes. How sick is that? Yes, come through. So we have two boxes here. So we have the original box, which was what the original piece came in. And then we have this exclusive black box, which is going to come with the cape and the additional accessories, which I think is on steroids. So I'm going to go ahead and open this for you. Yeah, this opens this way. And have y'all zoom in on that sexiness. Now we are going to open this, and I'm going to show you a more immersive zoomed in version of all the accessories, the switch outs, etc. We're going to do that. And this I am choosing to display out of the box. I'm not going to keep this in the box. How freaking gorgeous is that, man? That is just sexy. Now again, you may not be able to see all the details on that, but we're going to dive into that in a moment. And then here we have, I believe what's the key? Yeah, these are the additional pieces. Oh my god. You get the binoculars, an additional batarang, a thumbs up, hand switch out, and you get the silicone, the clone of Batman, that robotic Batman from the animated series. And look how big that cape is, y'all. So the cape has like that long wingspan right here. Again, like y'all, like this was so epic. Like you had to get this. Like how do you not get this piece? It's insane. I'm so excited to open this up. Now I'm gonna be right back. We're gonna zoom y'all in, and we're gonna dive into a complete 360, all the pieces, the switch outs, and let's give this piece an honest review. Alright, so let's dive into the Deluxe Batman. Now, this piece is magnificent. Now, I am noticing some setbacks. We're going to get into that, some things that I'm really not excited about. But first, as I mentioned, let's talk about the exclusives. So this comes with 3 exclusives. The first is going to be the silicone or the doppelganger Batman. So you're going to get this head portrait. And again, they're very easy to remove. As you can see right here, it's an easy, quick pop off, and in goes the other head. As it shows that I am clearly lying. Give me one moment. There we go. I do have them on this stand. There we go. So it's a quick pop in, and again, it has a full rotation, the head as well, which is amazing. So he does have a 360 rotation if you choose, but that looks amazing. Outside of this, these are the 3, the additional 2 exclusives to this is this thumbs up finger. So you get what is the left hand in this thumbs up as we zoom in. So you're going to get this thumbs up, and you're also going to get this exclusive batarang as well. And this is the exclusive batarang. Outside of the exclusives, we also have the portraits as well. So here we have the serious face Batman portrait, which comes with the when you purchase this piece. This is the head that's already on the figure. We also have the grinding of the teeth portrait, and we have the smirk. I will say, of them all, my favorite is the traditional face. This has to be my favorite. Aside from that, you're going to get an additional 8 arms. So you're going to get his closed fist that come with the piece. You are going to get this one, which seems like he's holding what looks like it's supposed to be a gun. I'm going to show you what that's for in a moment. You get the left and the right hand. You're going to get, this one's also holding something as well. This is a semi-closed fist. You're going to get the left and the right. And then you're going to get the grappling hook hand, which looks very awkward, but you're going to see in a moment why this is my absolute favorite. You're going to get the left and the right. Outside of that, you're going to get the grappling hook. So this is the grappling hook fully inside. It hasn't been projected yet. Look at the details with the red. That's amazing. I mean, like, if you go watch the animated series, like, literally, it's amazing. You're going to notice the grappling hook within there. It's so freaking awesome. Outside of that, we get the grappling hook with the grappling hook projected out. And it comes with this malleable wire, so you can literally attach this to a villain, to Joker. You can have this go up on another, like on a fixture, a rooftop. You can, very Instagrammable, this is just such a photogenic piece to have and to create a dio and a photo shoot with. It's freaking awesome. And again, how this is utilized is amazing. So this is the hand, this is the grappling hook. It fits perfectly. As you can see, it fits perfectly. How freaking awesome is that? And again, it's a quick switch out. So quick pop up of the hand, and boom, we got the new one. Now in a moment we'll check all of Batman's articulations and whatnot, but it is freaking amazing, amazing, amazing. This piece is absolutely magnificent. We also have some additional pieces here. We have his night vision goggles, and again, you want to be very careful. This does have an elastic to it, so it does have a give. So you just want to be very mindful of that. You don't want to scratch the piece, but that's him with his binocular visors. It's pretty rad. We also have the gas mask, which makes a ton of appearances in many episodes. This one's really rad too. Again, just be very mindful. You want to insert it over the head, pull, and then apply. How awesome is that? It will fit on any of the portraits as well, which is pretty awesome. All right, so if you watch, I believe it's the fourth episode ever in season 1. It is the Mr. Freeze episode. Alfred gives Batman chicken noodle soup because he's sick. And this is what he uses to crack open Mr. Freeze's helmet. It's crazy. Literally a cup of soup. It doesn't open at all, but the fact that you get this is pretty epic. You're also going to get a cassette. He is a detective. So you're going to get a cassette player as well. It seems like just a video cassette. Makes many appearances. You do get a taser as well. Very small and discreet. This would fit ideally in this closed hand right here. And you're going to get another Batarang. So in total, you're going to get 3 of them. And last but certainly not least, a smaller Batarang. Now, he does come traditionally with this cape on and molded. Okay, so this is the original cape. It is a little malleable, so it's like has like a rubber type feel to it. And then it has this latex. Now, something I've noticed everyone's complaint about these is like mine came with this right here. This is the only like blame. Like you'll notice, I don't think there's not one person who's received this who hasn't had like this peel. It's like a laminate they put, like a sticker peel, and with excess heat or friction, it can peel, which sucks. And also, you'll notice this on all the cows as well. It right where the head goes, it gets mounted, it rubs off on that as well. Now, you don't notice it at all once the head is on, but that's something to bear in mind with all of these. As you can see, he also comes with his stand. It's the Batman stand. That's traditional for all of the pieces within the collection, within the series. They all are going to come with this bat stand from Joker, Mr. Freeze, Catwoman, etc. Now the back of the cape, now again, this is the exclusive. I have to say I absolutely love. Again, there's a little, you can notice right here, like somewhat of a little fingerprint there when they were molding it or how they touched it. Again, it kind of, you can't notice, but it's there. And it's really unfortunate because this is a $225, well at the time, $250 piece. So, you know, it is expensive, and that's a little disappointing. Now, the cape looks incredible. Now, I will say the cape is incredibly heavy, and because it doesn't rest on the floor right here, if you notice on the ground, it won't rest. It kind of tilts Batman over. Kind of wish it had an ability to just stay grounded, but it doesn't. So he does tilt over, and it is incredibly necessary to either mount him on a corner of a wall where the tip of the cape right over here is being supported by some form of a ledge or something like this to from keeping it from tilting over, and or having him on this base. And even on this base, he's kind of leaning towards that way a bit, which is really unfortunate as well. The cape is incredibly heavy, and unlike this cape, it's a solid piece, so it doesn't move or it isn't malleable, versus this one is incredibly malleable and it's very soft and lightweight. So that's another setback as well, and I understand why it had to be it had to be that mold in order to keep that mold of the wind. Looks incredible. Obviously, I'm going to keep him with that cape, but it doesn't really offer much functionality. Now, as for the articulation, we saw the hands. We are going to take off the cape just so you can see the full articulation of this piece, which is incredible. So we are going to take this cape off. And I do want to show you what he has to offer. So we're going to remove him here as well. So this is the piece itself. His arm is going to lift up. It's going to go 360 as well. It's going to close in and out up to there. He's also going to be double jointed at the elbow. So you have that as well. His hand will rotate his wrist, and it will do a 360 as well. You'll also get some motion up here on the chest, some, but not much. And he does not turn all the way around. He just goes a little bit side by side by side. As for his legs, they do click and they go open, and they do open. That's about as much as they're going to go. They do go forward a bit. His underwear kind of limits that motion, and he is double jointed also at the knee. As for his feet, they do go they only go up and down, and they go side to side as well, which is pretty awesome as well. Hold on, let's get that on camera for you. So it's going to go side to side as well, so it's pretty awesome. I love that his feet do click, and in general, you don't need the stand. He can stand. For all these Mondo pieces in general, they are quite awesome, and they do have great stability, so they do stand on their own, which is pretty rad as well. Overall, I absolutely love it. If I honestly had to rate it, and again, this is 1/6 scale, so just to show you what 1/6 scale is versus a 1/10 scale, give me one moment. So again, this is a 1/6 figure. Most action figures are 1/10 scale. So you can see the difference. This is the Iron Studios Batman from Batman '89. And so obviously, like, there's a massive difference in just every aspect. So 1/6 scale is massive. These pieces are huge. So something to bear in mind, and to notice as well. If you are considering purchasing these pieces, do know that they take up a lot of space, and you can't create dios with these pieces with traditional action figures. They are incredibly, incredibly large. So something to note as well. Now, I am noticing that his capes are creating somewhat of a line here. And I do notice with these figures that having them lean towards other fabrics, materials, plastics, etc. can rub off. So you want to be very mindful with these. I am going to keep it out of the box, and I do want to just simply display them and pose them and maybe do some Instagram photos. But outside of that, I don't see this as a functional toy. And then again, if you're spending $200 to $400 on any of these figures, if they're retired, you would never want to use this as a playable figure either. They are collector's pieces, and incredibly, incredibly gorgeous. Like, I think just this piece is absolutely magnificent. I'm really, 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 really impressed. And if you were curious to see what he looks like with the cape he came with, all you do is put the cape on and insert the head sculpt. Should pop right up. There we go. And there he is. And this is the traditional cape. Again, that irks me so freaking much. I'm not the only one. Every review I've seen on this, everyone has had issues with that. Also, these are his little, what you want to call them? They are made of rubber. They're plastic, but they're a much like rubber-like plastic, so they're a lot more malleable. That's pretty awesome. And of course, what you're noticing here is the cell shading, which I also forgot to mention. It is part of that animated series, and so that cell-like shading is something you're going to notice. That blue hue just here, his abs. You're going to notice that. Now, Batman doesn't really have much of it. It's just on like his gloves. You're going to notice it just here on his abdomen. You're going to notice it on the cape and the helmet up here. But outside of that, you're not going to notice it. You notice it a whole lot more with the X-Men, the animated series, which you're going to see reviews on that later in the up and coming weeks. But again, incredible, incredible piece. I cannot wait to bring you the next one. Stay tuned for the review of Catwoman. It's going to be epic. I cannot wait to unbox that piece myself. And I hope this video supported you. Below, I will add Mondo Shop. Again, this piece is sold out. You can only purchase it in the secondary market. I do see one right now for like $400 and one for $500 on eBay on the secondary market. Absolutely incredible. These will be collector's pieces. Again, I want to be very meticulous with these pieces. I am going to display them, but the value on these on the aftermarket, even if opened, as long as you have the boxes and it's well preserved, you are going to get your bang for your buck in the future if you do choose to resell. I hope this video supported y'all. Have an incredible one. Don't forget to subscribe below. It means the absolute world. So hit that smash button. Stay tuned for the next video. And until the next one, over and out, y'all.